Hello and welcome to today's episode of Ask the Guitar Coach. Here is the question of the day. What are arpeggios? Arpeggios, a very interesting subject and something that's quite misunderstood by several players. The definition of an arpeggio is the notes of a chord played one at a time and they're in their proper order. Let's start to examine a little bit what each one of those elements means. Now, when we're talking about arpeggios, we will talk about 4-note arpeggios and more. So 4-note arpeggios, 5, 6, even 7-note arpeggios. If an arpeggio has 3 notes, we call it a triad, and the same word is used whether it's played as a chord or it is played as an arpeggio. So if we're using the word arpeggio, we're talking about 4 notes arpeggios and more than 4 notes. If I'm playing a G major chord right here, the notes I'm playing are G, D, G, B, D, G. So the notes of the triad, which are G, B, D, and I'm playing those notes in whatever way it fits the fingering. So there's no specific order, I just need to play all of those notes. So the note G is played 3 times, the note D is played 2 times, and the note B is played 1 time only. On the other hand, if I was to play an arpeggio, I would have to play the notes one at a time and in their proper order. So G, B, D, G, B, D, G, B, D. I cannot use a different order, it has to be in the proper order. That's one of the main differences between a chord and an arpeggio. You have to play the notes in sequence. Now, before we finish, I want to clear something up. Playing arpeggios is not the same as playing sweeping. We're actually going to do a video about that soon. Sweeping is a technique. It can be used to play anything you want. Arpeggio is a theoretical construct. It's the notes of a chord played in sequence and one at a time. So, sweeping and arpeggios are not the same thing and they're not to be confused. You can play arpeggios using sweeping or several other techniques, and you can play arpeggios with sweeping, or you can play several other things using sweeping. It's not the same thing. Sweeping is not arpeggios and arpeggios is not sweeping. So I hope this helps. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, keep those questions coming, and I'll see you next time.